Now, I want to bring in independent investigative journalist Nick Sorter, who has been on the ground in Hawaii far longer than Biden, actually. Nick, thank you for joining us. I know that I'm sure your days have been slammed and incredibly busy, and we appreciate you taking the time. I want to start with a report from the Daily Mail, which has indicated that locals in the area say that the number of those killed is closer to 500. They say that the morgues are running out of body bags. There was one resident that told the outlet, "I know there are at least 480 dead here in Maui, and I don't understand why the authorities are not saying that. Maybe it's to do with DNA or something," she says. So have you seen anything on the ground to indicate that the government has not been truthful about the death toll so far?
Yeah, Sarah, absolutely. I know at this point that the government has not been truthful about the death toll. They're not talking about the death toll of the children either, which is one of the scariest parts of this entire thing. That is what the people here in Maui want to know. Now, when it comes to the morgues, there's one morgue here, one permanent morgue, and it's at the hospital here in Maui, the main hospital. They set up a temporary morgue at the police station. So there are not too many places that these bodies could be placed. I do know that the morgue's hospital is full, and it holds several hundred people. Okay, so I can't confirm that they died in the fire yet, but for whatever reason, the morgue is full, and they had to set up a temporary one over at the police station as well. So they've now frozen this confirmed dead number at 114. It has not risen here in the past 2 days. I can't tell you why, though. But luckily, we have Joe Biden coming over. He cut his vacation short from Lake Tahoe, actually. I know you were mentioning the vacations he was having in Delaware. This was vacation number 2 for the week.
I get them confused.
Unfortunately, he had to cut that one short. Yeah, you do. I can't keep up with the vacation.
Yeah. So I know you being on the ground there, I've been following your work, your tweets, and you seem to be very upset. I mean, rightfully so, but I want to read a couple of your tweets here. You said, "As someone who's been on the ground here in Maui for several days, let me be clear. This is not a natural disaster. This fire was started by humans, whether accidentally or intentionally. The government lies are absolutely enraging." And then I want to read you one more here. You said, "Seems the mainstream media and the government like to scold and assault independent journalists. Independent journalists are practically the only ones asking tough questions in Hawaii. I'm not about to stop. The Maui disaster is criminal. People need to go to jail. We're going to blow the lid off of this cover-up." Tell me more.
Yeah, so there is so much more to this. I'm telling you, we could fill up an hour segment on this entire thing. When it comes to the criminal aspect of it, look, I'll be honest with you. I cover disasters. This is what I do. I covered East Palestine very closely. We blew the lid off of that story as well. And that's a totally different topic. But this is the most catastrophic failure of government that I have ever seen, to the point where people need to be in jail, because they were literally taking water, barring residents from using water to put out fires. There were firefighters on scene. I've spoken with firefighters that were trying to fight fires with no water. And I don't know how you do that. They said the same thing. They don't know how to do that either. And when I tried to go and confront the mayor of the town, he ran away from me because, independent journalists are not credible, apparently. That's the excuse that I got. But they don't want to answer the question that a lot of people here are asking, or how many kids are missing and why. Are they okay? Why are they still missing after 2 weeks? Because keep in mind, they kept schools closed that day. And parents here, especially in Lahaina, as I've learned from locals, they work 2 and 3 jobs because they work in the tourism industry and they're doing a lot of part-time stuff. So they weren't home at the time, but the children were. There were no sirens to tell the children to get out. You have a lot of young kids that are there, some that don't have cell phones, so they didn't get any cell phone alerts. But cell phone alerts didn't work for most people anyway because cell signal was out. They didn't sound the sirens, Sarah, so these people didn't know that they need to evacuate immediately. So they ended up just burning in their homes and cars.